So I think I did build the most automated Notion finance tracker and the best in the world right now. Let me show you how. So in this today video, I will walk you through the Notion finance brain. I will show you if you just duplicate this Notion template right now in your workspace, how you're gonna start using it and how it will change your financial life. So let's get started. Let's say you just duplicate the template. First thing we're gonna do is add your accounts, whether it's bank accounts, PayPal, Stripe, it doesn't matter. Let's add, we already have some examples here. We have cash, bank accounts, PayPal, Etsy, Stripe. Let's add the bank accounts. For example, you have two. Let's say you have two bank accounts. So let's add bank account number 2. So let's go here and name it bank accounts. Or first of all, let's add a new account, bank account 2. Here we have initial balance. So how much money you have in your bank account right now before start using this Notion template. So let's say you have $100,000, for example. So now we did set up our bank accounts. Of course, you can add many bank accounts or any other accounts you have. Now let's go and add income, expenses, or transaction, taxes, and subscription for this month. So for example, first thing you received is your job salary. For example, the month will be April 2025 and the amount, let's say $2,000, for example. And here let's add it to a specific category of income. So let's add 9 to 5 job payments and the account, let's say to our recent account, bank account 2. And now if we go to our bank account number 2, we can see that we have $102,000. So this new amount has just been added successfully. You can add also, for example, let's say you have an online business, for example. So let's go here. Let me just delete this PayPal and let me create PayPal again and make a new account. And let's say now you have 0 or $10 only. And let's say this month you made sales through your Shopify store. For example, you are selling, let's say clothes, something like that. And you made $51,000. So just an example. Oh, sorry, this is the name. Sorry, Shopify. Let's name it Shopify. And April will be, the month will be April, and the amount will be $51,000. And the category will be, let's say you are selling e-commerce. Let's say e-commerce. Now, if you go to PayPal, or before that, let me add to PayPal. We can see the amount has been added successfully. Now, let's go to our income categories. Here, you're also gonna see your income that's related to this category. So we have this month income that we recently added, has been added, $2,000. And also if we go to e-commerce, we can see this month income. Now let's go and add some expenses. For example, let's say you just bought a new 5K monitor, or let's say a car, and month will be April, and spent, how much you spent. Let's say you spent on this car $34,000. So here we can add the budgeting category that this expense is related to. So at the end of the month, you can see on each category how much you spent. So for example, let's say this one is related to your house, category. You take your kids with this car to school, you go to job with this car. And here we have the account. So let's say that you spent the money to buy this car from the bank account number 2. Now, if you go to our bank account number 2, which is, where is it? Here is it. We can see now we only have $68,000. Now, let's go to our transactions. So let's say that you want to transact some money from PayPal to the bank account number 2. So here we can add the month. Let's add April. Here for add from account PayPal to account bank account number 2. And let's say you want to transfer, let's say $2,000. And here you can name it the transaction anything you want. For example, from PayPal to bank account 2, for example. Now, if you go to PayPal, we can see now the amount that was before, which is $51,000, is now reduced to only $31,000. And now if we go to bank account number 2, we can see that this amount has been added successfully. Now let's go also to this month and let's add some taxes. Let's add, for example, business taxes. Let's say e-commerce, for example. The month will be April, and let's say you paid, for example, $2,000. Here you can add budgeting category. So let's say business, and the account that has been taken this amount from, let's say PayPal. So you pay it with your PayPal account. And payment state, let's say it's paid. Now, if we go to our budgeting category here, business, here we can add the monthly budget. So let's say this month we have a budget of $5,000 we can spend on our business, and we only spent $2,000 on taxes. Now, if we go to subscription, or let me keep subscription the last one, because now we have the best subscription tracker in the world. And I mean it. If we go to our month summary, so we go to April, Here we can see all the summary. We can see how much we made this month. We made $53,000. If you just remember, we made 51 from PayPal or our e-commerce and 2,000 from our job. And expenses, we have $4,000. And here we have taxes. And the final balance is $7,000. So from expenses and income, we have now the net balance is $70,000, which is, it's a good month. That means it's a good month. Another thing I want to show you, if we go to goals or wish lists or debts. So let's say, for example, we're going to create a new wish list or a goal. Let's say you want to buy. So to do that, we're going to go to account, but the account type will be different. It will not be a bank account or, where you store money, but it will be a wish list or a goal. So let's add a goal. And this one will be, let's say you want to buy a Porsche. So here we have the saving goal or debts, target saving for specific goal or debts. So this Porsche, let's say it's cost $220,000. Now, if we go to our goals and wish list, here we can see Porsche 911. Now, how we can save money for this car? Let me show you. By using our transaction. So let's say from your bank account number 1, you will save each month 10K to buy this Porsche. So here we're gonna add a new transaction. We're gonna go to April, and let's say from bank account 2 to Porsche. Say bank account number 2, Porsche 911, and the amount of this month, let's say 10K. Now, if we go to our Porsche saving here, we can see the progress. We have 4%. Now, let's just fill this progress. So let's say that this month you will receive a job bonus. So let's add job bonus, okay, April, and the amount you received, $200,000. So it's all what you need now to buy your Porsche. Let's add the category, let's say job payments or job bonuses. And here we can add the account, so you receive it to your bank account number 2. Now, if we go to our bank account, we can see that we have enough money now to buy the Porsche. So let's go to this transaction again, or we can add a new one. It doesn't matter. But let's just go to this one and let's add $200,000. And if we go here, or maybe we need another 20,000. If we go here, we can see 100%. Now we saved money to buy this Porsche. The same thing you can do with debts. If you have a house, for example, or any other goals or wish list, you want to buy anything, a laptop or anything you want in the future. So this is how you can track your saving for the things you want to buy in the future. Now let's go to subscriptions, which is the most cool feature in this template that we only finished working on it in this month, this new updates of subscription. And let me show you how cool is it. So let's add Framer, for example, and this is my personal use actually. So here we can add recurring monthly, and the cost $20, and original payments when did the first time I paid for Framer. So I did start using Framer on October 2024 13. Last payment was April 13, next payment May 13. This year spent, all time spent, and I can also add it to my budgeting category. So if I go to business now, right now, I will see it here. We have $20 has been added successfully. But now where's the cool feature is if I go to April month, I can see Framer and I can see the subscription cost has been also calculated with my expenses and my taxes. Okay. Also, the cool feature is, so if I go to previous months that this subscription has been included in them. So for example, if I go to just the last month, which is March, I can see this subscription. If I go to February, which is also included, I can see it. And if I go to Jan, I can see it. If we go to 2024, for example, and I created a month before October. So let's go to August, for example, August 3. Okay, let's say August. I'm not gonna see the subscription because I did buy this subscription after August. But if I go, for example, to December, we'll see the subscription. So this is one of the coolest features that we just added. And let's say I did finish this subscription. So let's say I'm not gonna pay this month. So this month I'm not gonna pay for Framer. I'm gonna stop using it. So I'm not gonna use it on April. What I'm gonna do first is make the status finish it, and let's act that the April 13 still didn't come yet. So let's say I just cancel the subscription few days before the next payment. So I can see that now the last payment was March 13 and subscription end date was April 2. And if I go to April, I will not see the subscription. So you see how cool is that? Now also you can add recurring yearly and quarterly. So for example, let's go and add house rent. Yearly, it's so easy. So let me just show you quarterly how cool also it is. So let's add quarterly, and let's say house rent I pay $700, and original payment, let's say I did pay on, let's say October 20, doesn't matter. So the last payment April 20, and the original payment was October 20. Of course, now if I go to April, I will see house rent. That's so cool. But also now the original payment was October 20 and the recurring is quarterly. That means we pay each 3 months. So the last payment was April 20 because it did pass. If today was, for example, April 90, the last payment will be January. So now if we go to a month, January 2025, so let me go to 2025, I will see also house rent. So if I go to any month, I can see my subscription, and if it was not included in that month, I will not see it. So you see how it's cool is that. And let me tell you, it's not easy to build this subscription tracker and this automated tracker without using other third-party apps, just Notion formulas and some logical thinking. I was working on this update late night and all the day to make this, and I'm so proud about this update because now it makes subscription so automated, and the only thing you have to worry about is nothing. Just create your subscription and forget about it. It will be calculated automatically. And you also, if you go to your financial profile, which is you can see all your time income, your time expenses, and you can see this year balance, all time balance, and everything calculated in the right way. So that's what we have in the Finance Brain. Of course, there's a lot of other cool features you can discover by yourself. But now, just quick preview to see how the template works and how it can change your financial life. See you in another video.